simply no room for racism.
Game for Manchester City, they need early kick-off, obviously.
Weekend in the Manchester sunshine at the end. Fast approaching here, and what a glorious day.
Experienced character and a guy who reads the game extremely.
To try to complete their season. Kate Erling Haaland, Rodri and John Stone in the Crystal Palace squad today.
Extremely significant.
Oh, they're all massive.
That's with McAtee with the first cross into the box, and that's too harsh.
That's brilliant. Very impressive.
Run through midfield for him. O'Reilly then took through here for McAtee. The flag stays down. McAtee was a tame effort in the end, but it was a lovely ball over the top. Out there, the very progressive right back, Munoz. Just the first half chance for Mateta. O'Reilly with a good cross, and that's a really lovely skipping run through there from Marmoush. Edison just able to deal with that. Ismail Assar in here, and Mateta's coming in, and so is Eze! And Crystal Palace take the lead inside 8 minutes at the Etihad, and they were sliced open there, Manchester City. Incisive football from Crystal Palace, and Eze with a tap-in to make it Manchester City 0, Crystal Palace 1.
And I think he's onside, you know. It's a wonderful break down the right-hand side. My initial reaction, Darren, was I think Ruben Diaz is a little bit slow at stepping out. After that, it's just a beautiful move.
Marmoush playing it through. Far off again down that side, and Mateta and Eze will make. Marmoush is in behind, and this is a real chance for City, and it's a good save from Henderson. De Bruyne, and that's deflected behind off Chris Richards for a corner. Marmoush, and then back again to the teenager, flipped in towards McAtee.
Biggest surprise.
Here's the counter again, and that's against Palace. Palace's last 2 wins against City. Here's the De Bruyne corner, and Dean Henderson underneath. There's a dispossessed there. Here goes De Bruyne's free kick. Forward for Crystal Palace. Now Tyrick Mitchell. In it goes. Sarr back. Kovacic. Gundogan. It's a nice take by Gundogan from a pass that was fizzed into him. Got this corner here, which is dangerous and in. Well, I think Chris Richards got the final touch, and Edison was flapping at that. And Crystal Palace doubled their lead after 21 minutes at the Etihad, and that's such a sloppy goal for Manchester City to concede.
I can't believe it, actually. It's just a straightforward. I think Mateta's the one that's on Ederson and probably blocking him a little bit, but it's just a simple delivery into the box, the straightforward header from Richards. Once again, really poor defending.
De Bruyne, and he's going to get a second go. It's in! Oh, he's in the post! Brilliant effort from De Bruyne. Dean Henderson was beaten. Hardly any backlift at all. O'Reilly, who defended really well there. Nico O'Reilly up the space. Kamada now gets to the byline. Sarr! That should have been 3-0.
Oh, it should have.
And he's in again here. Eze for 3, and he scores! Offside.
I think he is just off. I was looking at it when the pass comes through. They'll always have a look at it. This will be
the Chapel family. Nico Gonzalez. Not a great deal of room there. Then a silly challenge by Kamada again. I mean, you've got it's a yellow card, and rightly so, but there's no need to. It's it well enough and scores. Well, you wonder how many more times we will see Kevin De Bruyne score for Manchester City. But they needed something from their talisman to drag themselves back into this game. And as he's done so many times down the years, Kevin De Bruyne delivers again, 2-1.
Yeah, excellent finish off the post, beautiful. It's all about Dean Henderson.
Clemson header from McAtee is just wide.
Should score.
Kevin De Bruyne. Ilkay Gundogan missed his kick. Coming in 2-2. Omar Marmoush. The Etihad erupts and Pep Guardiola conducts the orchestra. And Omar Marmoush scores an Etihad goal again. And in the blink of an eye, Manchester City are level.
What a first half we're getting here, boy. Marvellous. De Bruyne does really well keeping it alive. Initially, the header in the back post, he just wanted it a little bit lower so he could finish himself, but he doesn't.
Manchester City dominating the ball, flicked on by De Bruyne. McAtee down the right-hand side. Ali, they've done it by keeping the ball.
Correct.
Part in the Marmoush goal as well. Here's his free kick. Kevin De Bruyne, great touch. De Bruyne's in. Oh, he's fired. It's over. And it would have been remarkable if Manchester finds Mateta, and they still remain very... Gundogan's got a chance to nick this ahead of... Drops the shoulder but ran into Isla. Now De Bruyne. Played through towards... to Josko Gvardiol. Mateta was just what a performance that was from the Gunners. And then we've got that ball again. Whips that cross in. And Dean Henderson can see back, and here's De Bruyne. And it's Kovacic! It's 3-2 to Manchester City! And this is inspirational from Kevin De Bruyne, who teed that up quite brilliantly for Kovacic.
It's a brilliant pass. It is an absolutely brilliant pass inside Munoz to start proceedings. And the layoff from De Bruyne. It'll be touch and go, but it goes whether he's offside. It's whether the left centre-back is playing O'Reilly onside, that's it.
Mark Gahey significantly, although they almost got in there with... It's been a lot more orthodox, hasn't he, as a right-back? All
do it.
No. It's floated in towards Diaz, and covered Mitchell, and he was looking for Eze. That's tidy. McAtee! Should have been 4-2.
What a...
Gvardiol finding Kevin De Bruyne. Taken here by McAtee, and he's around Henderson, and it's going to be 4. Well, straight away, some of the City players go to celebrate with their goalkeeper. It's a spectacular celebration from McAtee, but the pass from Edison was remarkable. It's not the first time we've seen him do it for Manchester City by any stretch, but the fact that Ruben Diaz led the celebrations his way, McAtee did the rest, rounding the goalkeeper and scoring. And from 2, Omar Marmoush in the middle. Oh, Henderson with a great save. Gundogan, what a block. O'Reilly over the bar. Play for Manchester City. From everybody else. Now, Ali, I'll be honest with you. If you'd have offered me this at 2...
Well done. Performance.
The Bruyne's free kick straight into... Marmoush was fouled, but Kovacic playing it through. Marmoush, Gonzalez now to De Bruyne. Bit here by Marmoush. And the last, Chris Richards with the header. Nico O'Reilly, that's a brilliant finish. Well, everything this teenager does in Manchester City Blues seems to turn to goal, and that's a quite outstanding goal from Nico O'Reilly. 5-2.
Talk about passing it into the net. Absolutely tremendous, that's all it is. He just opens his body up and passes it into the net. It might take a deflection, I think it probably does actually. Just wrong foots the goalkeeper.
Chilwell though in behind, and the flag's gone up from Darren. Gvardiol placed it in behind Savinho. And